This is Daniel Kim, and I'm part of despite some setbacks, the exportation of textiles and garments has been positive for developing countries. And my way of contributing to the team is, fortunately, I was able to go to Vietnam and South Korea over the summer, and basically from that experience, I was exposed to specifically what textile factories, how they operate, how the workers are treated, and all that. So to begin, I initially went to Vietnam for a social media dating app internship, specifically on the marketing side. And through this internship, I was able to visit many textile factories. Fortunately, I was able to quite by chance. And that really showed me what is going on and how things are being produced and how um, the employees are being treated and really what these factories look like. And so from that experience, I was able to really come to a good understanding of how this type of development and this type of exportation is beneficial for the country. So to be exact, I was in Hanoi the whole time, and Hanoi is the second largest city in Vietnam, first being Ho Chi Minh, and Hanoi is growing exponentially. Most of their investments are from South Korea, also a country that used to be developing but is now developed. And specifically, companies like Samsung, Daewoo Group, and I also believe Lotte, they recently just built a massive tower down in the central quarters of Hanoi. Those companies have been investing billions into Vietnam's industry and economy. So with that being said, you can see that because of the start of the textile factories and the way they can produce and the way the labor costs that they offer, and the quality that they can produce, it's attractive to other developed countries. And so I'm just going to show you a couple graphs that explain more of this into detail. So as you can see here, the labor costs in the textile industry for most countries, it's quite expensive. Now, Vietnam, being one of the very least, shows that it has potential to develop. The quality is much better than most other countries, while the cost is very cheap. And if you look at this, the Vietnam's major garment and textile export markets as of 2013 was the USA, totaling 8.6 billion. USA being one of the major markets shows investors that there is potential for growth. And not only that is that it's the garment and textile industry, which is exactly why that it benefits Vietnam and its development. These are actually some photos of the factories I was visiting. So specifically, this factory houses I'm sorry, not houses, but employs around 300 workers, and there's age limits. You have to be 18 to be able to work. You can only work up to 10 hours. The facilities were actually, I mean, it's not a major factory, but the food facilities were very nice. There's restrooms, there's air conditioning as well. The employees seemed to be treated very, very well. And this factory specifically produces garments and clothing articles for Free People. I believe it's women's apparel company. And that's kind of another image. It's quite large. The second floor is all the sewing and the manufacturing, while the first floor is management as well as distribution and packaging. So basically, from this, as you can see, through my experience from being in Vietnam, I noticed that the textile garment industry there has so much development and potential to increase Vietnam's economic status as well as its development overall. And I firmly believe that the textile garment industry in developing nations can work. It all depends on how the quality of your products are and what and the cost that you can do that you could sell at.